Hey class, so today's lesson is addition and subtraction of polynomials. Okay, so we have addition, and you're going to remove the brackets with step 1. Next, you're going to collect the like terms. Then we simplify, and then we evaluate if required. So for the first one, it says simplify each expression. So we have in brackets x squared plus 4x plus 3 in one bracket. Plus, and then the second bracket is 2x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, so first things first, they say remove the brackets. So that's all we're going to do. I'm going to rewrite this without the brackets. So x squared plus 4x plus 3 plus, and then the second bracket, 2x squared plus x minus 2. So we're just rewriting this whole thing without the bracket. Okay, so this 2x squared, because there's no sign in front, it's a positive 2x squared, which is why I did 2x squared there. Okay, this was a positive x, negative 2, negative 2. Okay, so second, it says collect like terms. So when you're collecting like terms, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a box around all my x squared. So that one's an x squared. This one's not, this one's not. Oh, this one is, so I'll put a box around this one, and put a box around the sign too, because we want to keep the sign with it. And then there's no more x squareds. So, next, we're going to look at just our x terms. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little squiggly. That one's an x term. This one is not. This one is, but that one is not. So I'll put a little squiggle under that one. Okay, so now we're going to collect our constants are left over. So constants are the number all by itself. So this one is just a positive 3, and this is a negative 2, so they are left over. So I'll just leave them because they don't have anything with them. So first things first, we always start with the highest power of x. So I'm going to have x squared, and then I'm going to have my plus 2x squared. Okay. Then I'm going to collect my x's. So my 4x and my 1x. So plus 4x plus x. And then my positive 3 and negative 2. Oops. Positive 3 and negative 2. Okay. So that was collecting like terms. Now we are going to simplify. So instead of having 2x squared terms, 2x terms, and 2 constants, we want one of each. So 1x squared plus 2x squared gives us 3x squared. And then 4x plus 1 more x gives us 5x's, and that's positive 5x's. And then we have 3 take away 2, and 3 take away 2 is positive 1. Okay, and that is your final answer. Now this part right here, it says evaluate if required. If they said x equaled 2, then everywhere you had an x, you would put a 2. But it's not saying evaluate right now, so this is our last step. Let's go to the next one. So first things first, we're going to rewrite this without the brackets. So 2x plus 3y minus 4xy plus 5x minus 2y plus 6xy. Sorry guys, it's a little bit tight. Okay, so the next step, it says collect like terms. Okay, so let's collect our like term. I'll start with my x's. I'll put a box around my just x terms. Okay, this is not one, that's not, oh, this is one. Okay, and that's not one, and that's not one. Okay, let's go with y's next. So a squiggly under that y. This one has an x and a y, so that's not it. This one's not it, but this one is, so I'll put a little squiggly under there. And last but not least, we have our xy's, so negative 4xy and a positive 6xy. So I'm going to rewrite these now and keep them all together, okay? So I'm just going to start over here, just so I can have more room. So 2x plus 5x. Then I'm going to go to my positive 3y and negative 2y. So plus 3y minus 2y. And then I'm going to collect the last ones, my negative 4xy and a positive 6xy. Negative 4xy. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Plus 6xy. Okay, and now we're going to simplify. So 2x's plus 5 more x's gives us 7x's. 3y's take away 2y's leaves me with just a positive 1y. And then negative 4xy's adding 6xy's is just like saying 6 minus 4 gives us positive 2xy's. That's our final answer. Next step. Now this one's kind of cool because this one is stacked. Alright, so we have our x squareds already lined up on top of each other, our x terms lined up on top of each other, and our constants lined up on top of each other. So we can simplify this way by stacking them. So 3x squareds plus 1x squared gives me 4x squareds. Now I have negative 2x's plus 5x's. So 5x's take away 2x's leaves me with positive 3x's. And last but not least is 6 take away 2, and 6 take away 2 is just positive 4. So there's your final answer. Okay. D, so same kind of thing. We have it already stacked. So our m cubes are together, our n squareds are together, and our constants are together. So let's simplify this. So 5m squareds plus 2m squareds gives us a total of 7 m cubes. I meant to say not squareds. Next one. Negative 2n's take away another 5n squareds gives us negative 7n squareds. And then 7 minus 12 gives us negative 5. Oops, wrong one. And that is your final answer. So now we're going to look at opposite polynomials. So opposites add to give 0. Okay, so when we write the opposite of a polynomial, we change the signs for each term. So for example, if I had a positive 7x, the opposite of this would be a negative 7x. If I had negative 5y plus 2y, well, my negative 5y turns to a positive 5y, and my positive 2 turns into a negative 2. And last, x squared minus 3x plus 4. Well, my positive x squared turns into a negative x squared. My negative 3x turns into a, yep, you guessed right, positive 3x, because I know that's what you're saying at your house right now. And a positive 4 turns to a negative 4. Okay, remember, pause and rewind as many times as you need if I'm going too fast. Okay, so now we're talking about subtraction, okay? So over here is when we were adding them, okay? There was an addition sign in between, okay? We were adding them, we were adding them, we were adding them, okay? So now we are going to subtract. So the first thing, you're going to change the subtraction to an addition sign. Then we're going to write the opposite of the second polynomial. Ignore this. There was a typo when I went to do it, and it wouldn't let me correct it. Anyways, so the next one, you're going to remove the brackets, which is like we did on the other. Then you're going to collect the like terms, simplify, and then evaluate if required. And that's like if, say, x equals 2 or 3 or whatever it is, okay? So after we write the opposite on the second polynomial, the rest is the exact same as we just did on the adding. So let's give it a whirl. I don't know why I said whirl. But anyways, here we go. So the first bracket, okay, it says we are going to change the subtraction to addition. and then write the opposite of the second polynomial. So that means this first one right here is going to stay the same. So I'm going to write it 3y plus 5. And then instead of minus, I'm going to change it to positive. And then I'm going to rewrite this bracket. So a positive 7y is going to be a negative 7y. A negative 4 is going to turn to a positive 4. Okay? Now, this is the exact same as what we did back here. Okay? Just rewriting it without the brackets. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to write it on the far side. So I'm going to have 3y plus 5 minus 7y, right? And then plus 4. Now we're going to collect like terms. So here is my y, here is my y. Always take the sign in front. And then my constants. Okay? So now we are going to collect like terms. So we have 3y minus 7y. We got those collected. Then we have our constants. Plus 5, plus 4. Plus 5, plus 4. Okay, now we're going to simplify. So 3y's take away 7y's gives us negative 4y's. And then 5 plus 4 gives me a positive 9. There's my final answer. Next. Same thing. We have subtracting, so we're going to change that to a positive, and we're going to add the opposite. So right here, I'm going to have 5x squared minus 7x plus 4. Now plus, okay? And we're changing it. So 2x squared turns into a negative 2x squared. Negative 2x is, a positive 2x. Positive 2 turns to a negative 2. And now we're going to rewrite without the brackets. So 5x squared minus 7x plus 4. And now we start here without the brackets. Negative 2x squared plus 2x minus 2. So now I'm going to collect my like terms. So I have my x squareds. Oh, here's another one here. Okay. Now I have my x's, and then my constants. Okay, so now we write them together. So 5x squared minus 2x squared. Now I'm going to go to my x's, negative 7 and positive 2. So negative 7x, positive 2x. Now I have plus 4 minus 2. Plus 4 minus 2. And now I'm gonna, simplify. So 5x squareds take away 2x squareds. I'm left with 3x squareds. Negative 7x plus 2x's, I now have negative 5x. And then 4 take away 2 gives me positive 2. There's my final answer. Okay, so next, start by rewriting it with the positive. So 3x plus y plus 4, turn it to a plus, and let's switch. Positive 6 is a negative 6. Negative x is a positive x. Negative 2y is a positive 2y. Now we can rewrite without the brackets. 3x plus y plus 4, and then write this one without the brackets. Negative 6 plus x plus 2y. And now let's gather our like terms. X's. Here's an x. Here's a y. Here's a y. Constant. And constants. So let's write them together. So 3x and positive x. Positive y. Positive 2y. And plus 4 minus 6. Plus 4 minus 6. So we now have 4x's plus 3y's and minus 2. The end. I'm going to record the next one.